Hey guys, let's talk about gift cards and the scam that they do. I know this is another series. I think I've talked about them before, but I'll talk about it again. From different angle now, the question is, how gift cards are a scam. Okay, and they're a big one. Okay, and very quietly as well, because it's done out of good intent. So when you give someone a gift, or you give them a card to a teacher, people like that, they're not bringing really close to, even if they are, they're not sure what to get them. But generally everyone likes stuff for something. Everyone loves Amazon, so give them Amazon gift card. And here's the point. It's a scam on the companies themselves, and they rely on that. They hope you do that. And I talked about this as well. So a lot of Americans, so billions with a B of gift cards are just in the drawer, stuck somewhere. If you get nothing from this, right, when you're done with this, please switch off this camera when you're free, or this YouTube. Go look for all the gift cards that you possibly have and make sure you actually use them. Or here's another tip. You can sell them. You look for someone in the secondary market, sell them to someone who's going to use it. Okay, because it goes, okay, and it expires. And billions expire every day. And what happens to the money that's gone? Free cash. So think about it. So let me tell you how silly this is. That's silly as saying, hey, you go to a shop and you go, hey guys, here's $1 million, and actually billions, okay? Imagine 1 million of us showing up there and going, hey, there are 1 million customers. We're all going to give you $10, okay? Let's all give you $10. There you go. And the guy's like, why are you giving me this money? And he goes, because someone's going to use it in the future. They might not use it. They might, but we're just going to give it to you. That's what's happening. So that's free money. We're giving them free money right now to use. They give us a piece of paper, which is a gift card, okay? We take it and we leave it somewhere. Statistics tell us about 60% of that is just gone. That's just gone. We just throw away the paper. That's free money, okay? And I've talked about this a lot. I'll use these terms a lot. So float, right? So the free money is float because it just sits there in their bank account. Okay, so when we go in and we give any retail store, we give them 1 million or whatever. That 1 million is for a good, okay? But the goods are not there yet because no one has claimed it. So what happens then is just extra cash that's sitting there that they will use at some point. So that's a free float. Yeah, it's float in the sense that it is being used and they can earn interest on it, but it might be claimed at some point. We don't know. Okay, that's a float. Now, here's the point. As long as that remains, okay, which is a lot. So I'm looking at numbers here in terms of Starbucks. Starbucks had 1.8 billion of free float, money that was just sitting there earning interest. So imagine the interest on 1.8 billion. That's a lot of money that was sitting there and that we, because it wasn't a rich person, we poor people sat there and gave to Starbucks and said, take, just hold it. Just keep it. Just give me the bank. And they kept earning interest. And that's why they opened so many stores, because they've got so much cash just sitting around there that's wasting. Okay. Now that, right, when it becomes unused, it's called a breakage. I've got the numbers in that one as well. 200 million as of last year was breakage. So 1 billion sitting there and earning interest. Then the breakage now becomes that it wasn't used. So it's expired, it's out of date or something. 200 million. And at that point, they recognize it as a revenue. Okay. Then I'll talk about uplift and off-sell. So even when you try and spend that money, what happens then is that because we're polite, and another point, here's another tip. Please don't be polite with gift cards. If someone gives you $9.50, go and spend $9.50, no more, no less. Unless you love the shop so much, you just want to give them cash. And you can do it for a small store. If you have a small mom and pop shop or a pizza place and you want to help and support the pizza, spend more. But if you go to Starbucks and you want to spend, or go to Amazon, I'm picking on these guys a lot because they're big. They don't need this gift card, but they do it. And they make a lot of money from us on this. If you go in and you spend money there, spend exactly the gift value. No more, no less. Because they rely on two things from you. They rely on you spending more than the gift value, which in this case could be $10. You don't spend $12, that's you. They made $2 for free. In addition to the $10 that someone gave you months ago that they've earned interest on. And here's the other point. If you don't spend up to $10 because you don't want to look cheap, okay, and then you spend and then there's about 50p left, or 50 cents, wherever you are, right? Or 50 rapping, depends on where you are. But that extra bit that you haven't spent is the breakage. And they rely on that. That adds up a lot. In terms of millions, these guys, I told Starbucks made 200 million, right? The uplift, that's the extra cash that comes in. I've got numbers in this one as well. Kid you not. %. So that means when people go in and give you a gift of $100, people are going there and not spending $100, but spending $110, $120. So they're spending more than the value of the gift card. which is good if you really, really, really want to support the shop. But even if it's not, then don't. Don't be forced to. Don't feel pressure to. That's the point of this video. I hope this video puts it to light, right? Please don't feel pressurized to spend more than the value of the ticket because they're not thanking you. Yeah, there's nothing to be appreciated from that, especially for big stores, iTunes stores. These guys don't care. They make a lot of revenue, and I'll go through the maths on this one as well. Make a lot of revenue from this. So please, gift cards, be careful, okay? And let's talk about, again, what the games they play on this, right? So there's the expiry date. In the US, I think they're very good on this. EU as well are trying to put a rule about this, right? Where the expiry date is actually reasonable. So a lot of people will go in and say, hey, the gift set is only for 1 year. So that means within 1 year, you better go to that store and try and spend it, okay? And then they say, why? Because, well, they want to try and find out if there's a revenue or not. Yeah, not really. If someone's giving you money to hold, you have to hold it. If someone's giving you money for coffee, you have to hold it. But the point of this video is please don't give them the money in the first place. Don't. Yeah? Don't give them. Just go buy coffee for the person you want to buy, or buy a gift, right? Or buy other things. And I have a suggestion on what to do there, right? But please don't. Don't give them the money to start. Don't. Let's talk about, again, how this is inconvenient or how this becomes a scam. Number one is a negative carry on your side. I just talked about this, right? So imagine if you had $10, right? And then you gave $10 to your friend, and your friend then invested that money in the stock market. The stock market just, okay, $100 because that's clearer, right? So imagine if you had a $100 voucher that you're going to give for Amazon, and instead of giving that friend $100, you turned around and gave the friend $100 in the stock market. Say, here, I've just bought you S&P stock, $100. At the end of 1 year, it's going to be 105. Give or take from history. Again, this is not financial advice. Please don't. Okay, don't rely on this. Okay, but here's the point. The point I'm trying to make is there's more returns in terms of holding that money, so that is negative on you to give the money to Starbucks. It's negative on you to give your friend money to spend at Starbucks, because that money could have been better used somewhere else for returns. Now you've given your friend, and it's a zero-sum game in the fact that one person wins, the other person loses. So you've given your friend, instead of $100 to give to your friend to invest in the stock market, you've given it to Starbucks. Starbucks now have taken $100 and they're invested in the stock market and they make 5%. Your friend has a piece of paper for Starbucks that he's going to spend. We looked at the history behind this, right? 60% likelihood that he's going to spend more than $100. There's also 43% likelihood that he's going to make sure he loses that piece of paper. So these guys have not just made money on the return, they've also made $100 flat. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. So it's something to look at, please, right? And then, okay, I've talked about the region lock as well. This is another crazy one. So each gift card has a region. If you buy an Amazon gift card, it has a currency behind it. You can only use it within a region. Starbucks, same thing. iTunes, and any of these stores. Walmart, you can't buy a Walmart gift card and then go use it in India. Yeah, I'll talk about it separately. Or you can't buy a gift card and use it in any other country, Pakistan, Nigeria, wherever, Ghana. No, it's locked to a region. So what that means then, when you buy a gift card, it's locked to that region, and therefore it's inconvenient for you. You better use it within that period. For some reason, you travel to South America, that gift card is gone. They'll tell you, sorry, Starbucks is good here, but we're not taking that gift card, even though it's the same company. Yeah, you see what I mean? So please, guys, be careful. What's the way around this? First things I've said already, number one, spend the money ASAP. Okay, spend the money as soon as possible. So if someone gives you $100, Amazon, spend it the next day. Not a year after, not 2 years after. Why? Two chances. Number one is you've lost the opportunity cost, okay, because you should have used that to buy what you want to buy and enjoyed it instead of leaving it in the locker to be used in the future. Because while you're waiting to be used in the future, Amazon has invested that money, and that's why they make trillions. That's why they're worth so much, right? Because one, they're selling products. Number two, they're selling gift cards for free, which is a huge percentage of their revenue as well, for nothing. It's one thing to do revenue and you're working, okay, and they're making money. This is just people just giving away money for free. Okay, and then I'm going to keep banging on about this, guys. Please, we're already working hard enough to give these big corporations money for gift cards that are hard use. And the percentage is really, really high. If you don't spend immediately, one, you're giving them money. Number two, you're increasing the likelihood of you losing that gift card. Yeah, when we're done, please, guys, this is an assignment. Go look for all the gift cards, make sure you use them. If you can't use them, if you don't use them, there's a second option. That's where you actually trade them in. A lot of apps, again, we don't deal with anyone in terms of companies, just search. You're going and search and go trading gift cards. There's a lot. Go in, sell them for something you want to use, or sell them for cash. They actually give it a discount on the cash value. So if it's $100, they might give you $80 and say, there you go, because those guys are going to go ahead and sell it. That's more valuable for you. Yeah, please go in, search for gift card. If you're not going to use it, go ahead and look for how to, trade it in immediately. Third option, which is shameless plug, and I don't mind, I'll say it because it's a good product, is buy a gift ring, which is these are our payment rings. These are payment rings because you tap to make a payment. But you can gift this to someone and put some money on it. So if you put $20 on this ring, then the person has $20 to spend. And it's dollars, it's not locked somewhere. If you're in Europe, it's 20 euros. Yeah. If you're in Dubai, it's 100 dirhams, whatever. Just put some money on it and give it to the person. Person opens up the ring, put in your finger and spends. Why don't you do that? Like, why? That doesn't expire because it's money, right? And that doesn't tell you that you must spend it in Starbucks. No, because you can spend it anywhere. It's still money, it's still a value, and the person looks at the ring in the future and they remember you. If you say you don't want to buy a ring, then just buy a Visa. So Visa and MasterCard actually have gift cards. I know they're definitely in the US, possibly in Europe. I'm not sure about the regions that they cover, but there's some regions that cover this. So do me a favor, buy a gift card that is Visa and MasterCard, because that's real money. That's something that they can use. So you're giving, it's just like those days when we were kids, right? So when we were kids, we used to have our first communion. I think it's still the same today as well in Greece or wherever. Where they go in and they give you cash, okay? You put it in an envelope. It was in Ireland those days. So in Ireland, they give you cash in an envelope, substantial amount, and you can use it, right? And that suddenly changed, right? So recently it started changing to one-for-all gift cards. The one-for-all gift cards give you a list of shops that you can use and a date as well, which that's another scam. Yeah, and I'll talk about these things a lot, okay? So please, 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 guys, if you learn nothing today, don't give away your hard-earned cash for nothing to these guys. These guys are milking us. They're making so much money here, okay? That's it. And thank you, and have a nice day. Enjoy the weather. Take care.